Alrighty then. Hello guys, I'm back for the second time today. Yes, unless you already see me on the Paladins Game Channel stream. That's right, I was streaming there right before BBC. I was actually figuring out some things as well as how to fix my game. Apparently VSync is not that bad, honestly. Of course, you admitting you have 144 hertz or more. Alright, speaking of things that are actually important for this video, yes, there is another teaser coming out today, and this teaser is actually for Vora. The last one that I already did today was before the stream, was about the Battle Pass. And for those who do not believe it's from the Battle Pass, Romanova did on their tweet say that it's a teaser for the Battle Pass. She said it herself. I think I can even find it here real quick. So here it is. We got the tweet by Yuga. But if you want retweets with the comments, there's one by... There it is. Our first influencer teasing the next Battle Pass. Okay? This is a Battle Pass. Now, at start, I thought it was Zen. I straight away just thought Zen. I mean, let's be honest. When I read the Smoldering, it legit came to my mind, you know, fire and so on. But then when I started reading it while I was doing the video, I noticed that there was stuff like, for example, Blade Dancers and Master Stance and so on. And I thought, is this actually Tiberius? I mean, we look at the weapon, right? And what I see is that there's no fire in it. All right. But then again, this whole area here, you know, it could potentially be the place where he puts the oil or the magic fire or whatever it's going to take. Now, why do I know this is actually Zen? First of all, let's look at what it says. An ancient smoldering. Now, I looked at this and I thought, oh, yeah, smoldering, you know, like in fire and so on. But then I started reading the rest and it felt different. But now that I actually thought about it, and even people mentioned it to me as well, and unfortunately my game closed for some reason, but doesn't matter. There is two cards that Zen has. One named Master Stance, and the other named Blade Dancers. Not to mention, Smoldering, he has a talent named Smolder. So, you know, 3 references to Zen. Not to mention that this is a sword, so we got 4 references. And some people even thought that because of the maps, the pieces of the map for the influencers who got the packages, one of them was for Zen, remember? So it could potentially be that. But since we're talking about that, if that is true, if this is actually for Zen, then Zen may get some buffs, nerfs, or even a gold skin, or all together. I mean, usually when they mess around with a character, when they put it in the Battle Pass, they usually mess around with it. And sometimes if it doesn't have the golden skin yet, it just gets it. Not every time, though. Don't take that for granted, okay? All right, so yeah, we took that out of the way. Now let's talk about the teaser at Vora. There it is. Very cool. Now, as you guys can see here, I noticed that somebody told me that, you know, first of all, this is Vora before she was corrupted. We also have another thing here that I want to talk about, but I'll talk about that towards the end, which is the weapon. We'll talk about the weapon in the end. All right, people, chill. So, as you can see, there's these little purplish things and blue things in the air. What I think this is, and you can see people even with suits and so on, I think this is some sort of an initiation. Now, on the text, something like this: I swore an allegiance. I don't know what that means, but it's like allegiance. I don't actually know. You know what? Hold up. All right, I just Googled it, and for some reason, it says allegiance. But it says allegiance here. So who did it wrong? Did Tyrus mess that word up? Doesn't matter. Either way, so here's the word. It basically says loyalty and support for a ruler, or for a country or a group or a belief. There you go. So it makes sense. I mean, these people are the people that live in Bazaar and Shattered Desert that look up to IO, that worship to IO. So this girl, she is pretty much being initiated right there. That's right. That's why she doesn't have the mark in the eye yet, because she's about to. She's about to get the mark in the eye. This is the moment where she gets initiated to be one of the Guardians. And why am I saying she's one of the Guardians? Look at her weapon. It looks made of crystal, remember? This weapon is made out of the crystals that came from the sky, parts of the moon. This weapon is a piece of IO. It's so cool, actually. The entire outfit, as you can see, also resembles a lot of most of the things that IO has. So there you go. It is another reference to IO. And for those who didn't know about she being a worship to IO, yeah, well, now you know. Alright, so I would protect your seal. So she's a guardian of the seal. Now, some people apparently say that the seal is actually the pieces that fell. Some others say that it's Luna, because Luna was already here on the realm, protecting the crystals. And, you know, some others believe there's something else, or that is the seal right there. I don't know. I will keep our world at peace, keep the darkness at bay, and protect us all, just as you would protect us. I still believed in you. This is important here, because this basically, she is talking of something that has happened. This is past, all right? This is not present. This picture, by the way, for anyone wondering, this picture is actually an art of a card. And there is one, however, one thing that I wanted to talk about here. As you can see, the weapon is a lot bigger than what we thought. I have here some pictures that I can find them really, really quick. Alright, so here it is. So we got this picture here. A lot of people still say this is not actually Vora, that this is Maeve. Listen, it could be Maeve. Alright, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's gonna have the same type of weapons. But in Datamine, there was a reference. And you guys know that recently I haven't been supporting Datamine too much, but still, there's something that people got it by a mistake on the menu. They got to see the character of Vora, and they got to see what she had. She had a skin of the Precorrupted Vora, which, by the way, this should be her. And as you can see, she already has the mark there. See that little blue thing? These are blue things right there. And you see this thing right here? This is the weapon. This is her weapon, ladies and gentlemen. This is her. Look at that. Blue. You see those blue things in the head? There it is. So, yes. We got here the confirmation. This is going to be the Precorrupted Vora skin. Which makes sense. But it's actually pretty cool as well. Knowing that the Vora is going to have two skins straight away. One which is before the corruption, and the other one which is after the corruption. But the way she's describing pretty much everything, it shows that, you know, apparently she stopped believing, or she was against her, or maybe because the darkness corrupted her. Now she doesn't believe in IO anymore, or she doesn't worship her anymore. I really don't know. But what I do know is that this picture is actually an art of a card, but the text is actually based on the text that we're going to listen to the release of the Champion trailer. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Sony will release it first, then even Hi-Rez, because they usually do that. I know, it sounds stupid, but it's true. So, there you go. The mark, it's her. You see, she has mark here, and she doesn't have the mark here. She doesn't have lipstick as well, but that, I mean, let's not go into too many details. This is just a card. It may just represent one thing. It may not even be used for lore. But I'm liking it how they actually use lore to create the arts of the cards. Now, what I was talking about was the weapon. As you guys can see, the weapon here is one big scythe. And you guys remember me talking about it, that I would love to be it like that. Instead of too many scythes, you know. But here's the question. Then what about this? Who is this? Is this Vora or not? Well, it still may be Vora, alright? Or it could be Maeve, where her weapons actually just change. I mean, it's not impossible, right? She has the Rave Daggers that look pretty different to what usually she has, right? So, I mean, it's not impossible. So maybe, yeah, maybe we're wrong. But I also have one theory. I have a theory. As you guys know, this picture has been out for a very long time. Skadron Ash was almost at the beginning of this year that came out. But they also put a Corvus there. And usually to design a character, they take forever. They do the concepts. And I can tell you, I already seen something about Vora. And yeah, well, the concept was done already a long, long time ago. For Corvus as well. So yeah, like that's why I'm saying this could potentially be Vora, and it just this is my feeling. I may be wrong, My idea of this is that either there's a stance change where she can break the scythe into two small ones, or Hyris redesigned the weapon and took away the two small sides and just make one big scythe. I gotta be honest, you guys may not believe this, but I had a champion concept that I already have for a very long time. That it was like, it looked like a sort of like a Shinigami, like a Reaper. And that weapon that he would have, it was that. So I'm actually really happy for this character. But being a flank with such a big character, but such a big weapon, wow. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I actually am thinking, what is this? Or did they actually change the character to be a damage? That's something to think about, I would say. Okay, but still. So let's just forget this. Let's scratch this out. After Vora comes out, I want to talk to a dev and see if they can just give me a tiny little lead if this is actually Maeve or Vora. It has to be one of them. If it's not, then it's another champion that is coming out, and I just don't know about it. But still, alright, so this is the card of her. The weapon is made out of the crystal. I also noticed one tiny little thing, which is weird. On her weapon, this grain resembles me a lot of the weapons of Tiberius. So unless the sword of Tiberius is also connected somehow to all of this, it's just one big coincidence. Maybe it's just the same type of art, but not actually anything at all related to that. Either way, this is the Precorrupted Vora. This is the Vora skin that we're going to have as Precorrupted. And there's also apparently a recolor, which I'm actually really interested to see how they're going to recolor that. They did recolor IO to be sort of like these brown, blonde style. So it could potentially be the same thing. You know, could be the same thing. She could become blonde and all her weapons become like more like orange, brown, and so on, blonde. And then, yeah, we're still waiting on the Corrupted Vora that I want to see. We're going to still wait on the rest of the story. I don't know why she ended up going against IO, but it does seem like she does. So, yeah. Leave your theories below, people. What do you guys think? Listen, if you do a theory and I answer to you guys on a certain way, explaining something or saying something that I'm feeling really confident about, it's not me trying to invalidate your theories. It's me actually having a debate with you so you guys can tell me what I'm saying wrong and so on. And we'll go on this debate until we reach a final conclusion. So if you say something and I say something back, don't feel offended. Don't think I'm actually just saying you're wrong. There may be one or two things that I will say you're wrong. I mean, like, for example, somebody was telling me that Vora was the sister of Furia. There's nothing even that even suggests that's such a thing. Because I mentioned that Corvus throws a girl into the crystal doesn't mean that this is the same event that happened on the city of Ceres. It doesn't mean this is Ceres. Because the sister of Vora is, sorry, a sister of Furia is Sari. It was Sarah and Abby, remember? Did I say Sari? It was Ceres. Never mind. But still. So yeah, this is not Furia's sister, okay? Sorry, people. Sorry for shutting this theory down to you guys already, but it's not. And as for this is a skin for the Battle Pass. I think it's Zen now that I analyze the text a lot more. Some people are saying that there are going to be skins for all the 4 different factions of the map. I gotta be honest, if they did that, they are big, big mad lads. A skin for Cassie, a skin for... What was the magistrate again? Corvus? Could be Corvus, right? It could be Corvus. I mean, since it's Corvus that is going to the Shattered Desert. It could be Zen as well, and Leon. So, if it is a Leon skin, I already know the community is going to be like, oh my god, another Leon skin. Please, listen. I understand what you guys are complaining about. I'm not even a Leon main. All I want is the company to do good. If they have to release skins that can sell so they can actually make some revenue to keep investing in the game, then I'm all for it. For me, they could be releasing Maeve, Leon, Ying, IO skins all day long. It wouldn't matter to me. As long as the company could get some money to invest back so the game can be improved and even, you know, stay alive for a lot longer, then please. You gotta see those types, you know, those sides of this situation. I know you guys are, you know, fans of the game and you have your own champions, just like me. I love Maeve and I like to have skins for her. I'm not gonna lie. I also love to see many new skins that are coming out. I gotta be honest, I'm actually really interested on the skins that are coming out for Vora, for example, and even Zin. Alright? I'm not against any of the skins coming out, ever. If they wanted to do a battle pass with only Torvald skins, I would not be against it. That's just my take on that matter. So if anyone ever decides to question what's my take on that, I'm not against whatever choices they make for skins. Honestly, I'm not. I may judge the skin, however, and say if it looks good or bad. Like, for example, I can't really say I love the skin of the Egyptian Maeve, for example. I also, for example, don't like the voice of the Pirate IO, so there you go. There's a lot of things that I don't like, and for example, even the art of the Egyptian Maeve seems kind of off, just saying. You know, there's a lot of things that I could tell you right now, and we just go on and on, but we're already at 17 minutes. Sorry so much, people, but I just had all of this to tell you guys. Tomorrow probably is gonna come out 2 more things, apparently. So a Battle Pass teaser and another Vora teaser. As for the content creators, apparently there is going to be Gabinet, gonna be another influencer who's going to publish something. Frostfangs, and I don't know if it's Libra, actually. I'm not actually sure. But I'll just be watching, and as soon as I get anything, I'll publish a video as soon as possible, alright, people? Unless I'm streaming, which, you know, I got my own schedules on the Paladins game channel. I'm not gonna change them just to do this. So, unless I'm streaming, you can just check on my channel. I'll make sure I don't miss a thing. Alright, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, don't forget to let me know what you guys think about this entire thing. Who do you think this skin is gonna be for, and so on. Alright, I wanna know. I wanna see. I wanna see your guys' theories and everything like that. I'm enjoying a lot what's going on. The theme for this battle pass seems to be something like magic, dragon, like not dragons, but like sorcery and so on. And it seems pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm actually really excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time, and stay safe. Bye-bye.